What's good, folks? This is another segment of IB Sports. I'm Real Gibson. This is BJ Griffin, and we're back with another full excited segment of IB Sports. We got this up, you know what I'm saying, R.I.P to, Mckinley. Also, we're going to look forward into this Vikings-Lions matchup. Both teams are 0-2. Talk more into that. And also, haven't talked about it in a minute, so UFC 119. Let's get it, folks.
UFC 119 this week, I'll be giving you guys my main event prediction, Frank Mir versus Mirko Cro Cop. Now, Mirko Cro Cop, he is a legend in the sport. He's known for a lot of his head kick KOs and things of that nature. And as far as he goes, I'm not sure, or I'm pretty definite that he doesn't. He's not still at that level. And his last fight, how he won against Pat Barry, I mean, I feel like he just got that win because Pat Barry is so awful with his submission skills and on the ground. So I really don't see Mirko Cro Cop winning this match. And Frank Mir, even though he got beat down by Shane Carwin and Brock Lesnar, but I mean, they're both very high level. I think Frank Mir has excellent jiu-jitsu, and he has good wrestling and a good ground game. And his striking can definitely be a lot better. And I think if Mirko Cro Cop is going to win this match, it would be with his striking. Maybe he'll catch him in the earlier rounds or something like that. But I just don't see it happening for Cro Cop. Now, that's not to say that Cro Cop has completely lost it. I think he has a little more in the tank than a lot of people think, because when he had that fight against Junior Dos Santos, they really went toe to toe. Like I thought it was gonna come down to decision. It was gonna be a real close one, but so I think Cro Cop can still hang with the high level people, but can he win against the high level people? I don't think so. I have Frank Mir winning this match by second round submission. Let me know what you guys think about how all the fights go in UFC 119, and that's it for my prediction. Here, let's move on to the next story.
R.I.P. Kenny McKinley. He committed suicide. One of the wide receivers for the Broncos. So I'm kind of sad. You know what I'm saying? You never know when life will be lost in the NFL. It seems like somebody freaking dies every year. So they'll have his number or something on their helmet or jersey. So our prayers go out to him and his family, and let's move on.
Matchup this Sunday, Minnesota Vikings versus the Detroit Lions. We're going to talk about this game because both teams are 0-2. One team we didn't expect to be 0-2, which is the Minnesota Vikings, and one team that's actually better than the record implies, in our opinion, and that's the Detroit Lions, and they're 0-2 also. Now, I think this is going to be a close game, and I really think that the Detroit Lions have a chance to win this game. They are, as I said previously, they are way better than the record implies, and their biggest weapon on offense is their rookie running back, Javid Best. This guy he's a monster. He rushed for 78 yards, and he received for 154 yards and 2 touchdowns, and 3 touchdowns total. And he has just been impressive. Matthew Stafford went down with a right shoulder injury, so Shaun Hill is replacing him. And I think if Matthew Stafford was in there and Shaun Hill wasn't, because Shaun Hill threw 2 picks last game in that Eagles game, I think they could have won that match. And they also played a close match against the Bears. What do you think about the Minnesota Vikings? What do you think about this matchup?
Vikings, you know what I'm saying? I think it'll be a close game also, you know what I'm saying? When I look at the record, of course, neither won a game, but when I look at the teams, how the Lions are playing, both teams are pretty much just about evenly matched to me, you know what I'm saying? How Brett Favre is playing, 3 picks last game. Adrian Peterson really got to be 145 rush yards and touchdowns. So, you know, both running backs will, I believe, put in work in this one. But it's going to both rely on, you know what I'm saying, as all comes down to the defense, how the defenses play, and the quarterback, which quarterback wants it the most, you know what I'm saying, which quarterback put in that, you know what I'm saying, take that extra step and go ahead and win that thing. What about you?
Right, and a lot of blame for the Vikings in their 2 losses has gone to the receiving core. They've tried to pick up Vincent Jackson. You know, they had a deadline for him at 4 o'clock today, and they didn't pick him up. But when Brett Favre throws 3 picks, I mean, it's not all the receiving core. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a little ridiculous to me. But, you know, the Adrian Peterson stat, you know, Adrian Peterson's looking pretty good this season. He's quietly looking good this season. Yeah. And he's really their biggest weapon on offense. Now, as far as predictions go, we're going to jump right into this for this game. I do think that the Minnesota Vikings will probably squeeze out a close one just because their pass rush with their defense with Jared Allen and those group of guys on the D-line. And I'm not sure if Sean Hill is necessarily going to be able to handle it because he already threw 2 picks in the last game. And I just don't. I mean, Javi Best, he may be able to dump it off to Javi Best and maybe it'll save him. But you know, I don't think that he's gonna be able to handle that. But as far as offense goes, you know, I don't know. Brett Favre may come out and look a little better. You know, I'm not sure. You never really know with this guy. Like I said, last season for Brett Favre was pretty magical. Like he played better than I think I've ever seen him play last season. So for him to reproduce that, I don't know if that's gonna happen. But yeah, I say I have the Vikings winning by like a field goal or something. What do you think?
Well, me, I have the Vikings winning also, man. I think, you know what I'm saying, that when you look at the team, of course you know it's going to be close. I believe that Adrian Peterson, I believe he's going to have a little breakout game. And I believe Brett Favre won't throw 3 picks again. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And so I believe that, you know what I'm saying, they'll go ahead and stick this one out. I'll say probably by the touchdown. So we'll be looking up this for a weekend to see how that game goes. Moving on.